The Russian occupiers are drawing up thousands of vehicles and soldiers in order to capture more settlements in the Luhansk region. The Ukrainian armed forces are ready for any development and are intent on giving a strong response to the enemy. The head of the Luhansk regional administration, Serhiy Haidai, said that Russian troops have almost taken control of the city of Rubizhne. However, they are suffering increasing losses in Bilohorivka. This has already caused an entire battalion of Russians to refuse to go on the offensive. The enemy continues to storm Azovstal. Aircraft, ships and ground units are used. Ukrainian defenders eliminated 6,000 occupiers in Mariupol, including one general, reported Captain Sviatoslav Palomar, deputy commander of the Azov regiment. Also, 78 tanks and more than 100 units of armored vehicles were destroyed. President Volodymyr Zelensky reported that difficult negotiations with the occupiers regarding the evacuation of the military from Azovstal with the participation of international mediators are continuing.
We do not stop trying to save all our people from Mariupol and Azovstal. Currently, very difficult negotiations are underway on the next stage of the evacuation mission, the rescue of seriously wounded and medics. It is a large number of people. Of course, we are doing everything to evacuate everyone else, each of our defenders. Everyone in the world who can be the most influential mediator has already been involved in the relevant negotiations.
Russian occupiers have blown up 3 bridges in the Kharkiv region, which are necessary for the counterattack of Ukrainian forces. This will significantly complicate the Ukrainian military's crossing of the Seversky-Donets river. These are the bridges near the villages of Rubizhne and Starosaltiv in the Vovchansk district and the town of Pechenihi. The enemy also launched a missile strike on the House of Culture in the Kharkiv region and destroyed the humanitarian headquarters located there. As a result of the shelling, 2 people who were in the building were killed, 4 people were wounded.
Yesterday afternoon we were hit by Uragan. 3 floors were breached. Fortunately, the bomb didn't explode, avoiding casualties. And tonight the same targets were again hit and the damage was done. As we can see, the House of Culture is almost completely destroyed. It has nothing to do with military infrastructure. It is a civilian facility.
The Institute for the Study of War believes that Ukraine has most likely won the battle for Kharkiv. Moscow is conducting an orderly withdrawal of its forces from the area around Kharkiv without trying to hold positions. Currently, a goal of the Ukrainian armed forces, according to the Institute, is the disruption of communications between the Belgorod region and the enemy grouping which operates in the Izum direction. However, according to experts, these lines of communication are largely out of reach for the Ukrainians, especially to the east of Kharkiv, with the water barrier of the Seversky-Donets river is. 5 objects of urban infrastructure and more than 10 multi-story residential buildings were damaged as a result of enemy shelling in Mykolaiv. 5 civilians were wounded. 2 water purification systems and water reservoirs were also hit by the shelling. Russia has withdrawn almost all ships carrying missile weapons from Sevastopol Bay into the Black Sea, reports Krim Reality. According to journalists, in the water area now may be 3 frigates of the Burevestnik class, 4 small missile ships of the Buyan M class, 2 missile ships of the Burevestnik class and 1 of the Tapir class. All of these ships, apart from the big landing ship, carry missiles on board.
Extremely tough weeks are ahead. No one can say for sure how many of them there will be. The growing pressure of sanctions against Russia and the increase of foreign aid to Ukraine in the next few months should create conditions under which the Kremlin will completely lose chances for any success. Then a new window of opportunity for Ukraine should appear. Oleksiy Reznikov, Minister of Defense of Ukraine.
The enemy in the Slovyansk direction launched artillery attacks on civilian and military infrastructure in the areas of Dovhenke, Dolina and Husarivka. In the South Buk direction, the enemy continues to fire at the positions of Ukrainian forces using mortars and small arms artillery. The chief of the Defense Intelligence of Ukraine, Kyrylo Budanov, told Sky News in an interview that Russian President Vladimir Putin is seriously ill with cancer and that a coup to overthrow him is underway in Russia. He also noted that Ukraine will definitely win the war with Russia.
The breaking point will be in the second part of August. Most of the active combat actions will have finished by the end of this year. As a result, we will renew Ukrainian power in all our territories that we have lost, including Donbass and the Crimea.
Reported by Marina Stepanenko, Mariana Kretchet, UATV News.